excuse me for, not having my equipment or my lighting or remembering where to stare at the screen to make it look like I'm looking at you. But on November 7th, 2017, I was forced to go to a psychiatric facility due to the risk of me hurting myself. I was put on what's called a 5150, and it is when legally the hospital cannot discharge you for a full 72 hours. And it was hell. It really was. I still panic anytime I go to any kind of hospital. It was a horrible experience. The care that I was given didn't even end up working. It basically just pacified me and zombified me so that I just wouldn't feel those feelings anymore. During the months after I was released, it was extremely hard, and when you go to facilities like that, you get told that it's the fastest way to start getting help, that it puts you on the fast track, and I feel like it stunted me quite a bit. Unfortunately, I was also paired with a therapist who just did not match my needs. She was very political. She liked to push supplementation that she conveniently sold. It was really a conflict of interest. And so from her, I tried another therapist, whom also didn't work out. And then I was down to the last therapist that my insurance covered. Thankfully, she is her name is Dr. Blessing, and she genuinely is a blessing. Oh God, half of my face is so washed out, fuck. She helps quite a bit. I also went through, excuse the noise. I also went through 2 psychiatrists. I was on lithium carbonate for a while. I was put on Seroquel and taken off Seroquel. I was put on Wellbutrin. I was put on a different antipsychotic whose name I couldn't tell you because I managed to take it for one day and never would take that again. And it's been very trying. It's still very trying. I started my story and I didn't even explain myself. Hi, I'm Mandy, if you didn't know. Also known as Jellyfish Bubblegum and Jellyfish Art Pop. Yay, check out my Twitter and Instagram, blah 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 blah. Insert typical YouTuber shit. Even though I'm far from a YouTuber, but whatever. I suffer from ADHD. I was diagnosed in 4th grade. I suffer from severe anxiety and paranoia. That was initially diagnosed when I was around 11 or 12. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, which developed during my junior year of high school, so 16, 17, and I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 after the hospital stay and talking to another psychiatrist to finalize the diagnosis. Things aren't easy. Nothing's easy. I've been told time and time again that I just need to take vitamin C, or I just need to get out more, I need to exercise more, I need to just smile more and focus on happy things, and I try really hard. I can say with confidence that I don't just sit back. But it doesn't matter how hard you work. None of that matters when it comes to your brain. It doesn't give a shit. It doesn't care. I mean, yes, being proactive in your rehabilitation, yes, that totally will speed up your progress, or even just give you progress, plainly. But it's still it's not a flu, it's not pneumonia, it's not any of these things where you just take a pill for a while and it is gone. No. Even now, with how much progress I've made, I know that every morning I'm going to struggle. Every day is going to be a battle, because I'm a girl who wants to live, who wants to experience life, to adventure, to go places, to see things, to do things, go skydiving, or take cooking classes in other countries, and I want to get back into exercising. I want to be a famous artist. I want to do all of these things with my life. But I was born with a brain that just doesn't want to live. Well, I guess born isn't the right term. I guess a lot of it was developed, nature versus nurture. I could do a whole video about that, and I won't, because I'm not a scientist. I'm just a shitty 21-year-old girl telling you my shitty story, because it's my anniversary of going. Did I say before already? I have terrible memory. I was there from the 7th to the 10th of November. Thank you for the applause, dog. I appreciate your appreciation. Now shut up. I've fucked up. I have fucked up a lot. I have lied to therapists because I was scared of disappointing everyone. I mean, I went through all of this. I went through all of this. I spent 3 days in just fucking hell, all because of these things, and it didn't fix me. It didn't cure me. If anything, it made me kind of worse. And yeah. So what happens afterwards? What happens now? I try. I live with chronic pain, and so it gets very difficult because because it just feels overwhelming. There is this constant feeling that I have, and I know people who have had this feeling before. It's not a fun feeling. It hurts. It really hurts, but it just feels like I was never meant to be here. That I was born with a body that wasn't meant to withstand Earth, because there's so much wrong. There's so much wrong, and everything is incurable. Everything just has like treatments for the symptoms, and you get tired, so tired of everything. And I get asked how I do it. I get asked a lot of how I keep moving forward, even with everything that I deal with on a daily basis. There are days when I don't. There are a lot of days when I don't. I still have breakdowns, I still dissociate, I still have flashbacks, I still feel unclean. I'm still broken, is the best way to say it without going on a long pity party story. I still feel broken. I've always felt broken. I've always felt like I just didn't fit, but I made a decision. Is there gonna be all the noise in the world right now? Lovely. I'm so sorry, but this is just as professional as any other video I've made. I made a decision back in 2016 to go and start a Twitter. From there, I met my best friend, Chris, and I met my best friend, Beaker. I met my boyfriend, Kel. I met his brothers, I can never pronounce your name. You should make your name easier just so I can pronounce it. I've made an Instagram, and I met an amazing girl named Lupin, and she's wonderful. I have met Dean, I've met Lou, I've met Burb, I've met Charles, I've met Buddy, I've met Miga, I've met Ray, I've met Eli, and I've met Miko, and I've met Blader, and I've met Greg. Of course I've met Greg. Greg was the first person I ever Skyped with from Twitter on election night, and it was the best thing ever. I met Hank and Based Satan, who gave me my first opportunity on YouTube to be on their podcast, which I don't know why they would choose me. Plain why. I've met these wonderful, wonderful people. I've lost some people during my path, and I'm sorry, Kat. I'm sorry, Vega. I'm sorry, Aiden. I'm sorry, Emmy. I'm sure there's more, but those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Thank you all for supporting me. I wish I could put into words how much you guys all mean to me, and just how much you've saved my life. Thank you, Ashley, for being the greatest big sister in the world and giving me my precious, perfect, amazing baby niece, whom is just the world to me. Thank you, Alan, for being my pseudo big brother. Thank you to my Grammy and my Papa for supporting me, for supporting my art, for taking my art seriously. Thank you to my mom for being my best friend and giving me a safe environment to talk about what's going on with me. Thank you to my father for taking the time to learn and understand some very complicated problems that I deal with. Thank you to Lexi and Jeffrey, my precious little siblings, for always just making me feel really wanted and for telling me every day how much they can't wait until I feel better and I'm not sick anymore. Thank you to Chris for sticking around. Thank you to Beaker for helping me on some of the hardest nights. Thank you to Rachel for caring for me for so many years. I don't care that things ended badly. I still love you, and I'm so glad that I had met you. Thank you to Kel, because I don't know how you deal with me. I really don't anymore. I don't know why you stick around, but you do. And I'm just so blessed that I'm so blessed. Thank you all so much. Even if I didn't say your name, please don't feel offended. It's just because I have no script and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just depressed today, and so I chose to come outside, and then I said I'm fucking gonna make a video. Yay. I've made a lot of progress. I know I have. And I'm learning to feel strong. I know that people tell me that I'm so strong for dealing with this ill, but to me it's just living. But I'm trying to see just how much work I do to make it through a day. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me in any way for any amount of time. And yeah. So don't subscribe because I make videos like once a year. Check out my Instagram and my Twitter at Jellyfish Art Pop if you wanna keep up with this train that's missing a couple wheels and teetering on going off the rails. Yeah. I love you, babes. I'll always love you, babes. Unless you're a fucking creep and send me dick pics in my DMs, because then I'm gonna be pissed. I love you.